Hello everyone. In today's video we will be covering case number 33 and 34 from the speed solving wiki, and this case is easy to recognize. You will have one of your edge pieces in a slot and your corner piece will be on top of it, and you'll see the same color on the same side, and this will apply as the other case as well. So here's the same color on the same side. And for this case, we're not really going to care about an oriented or a not oriented version. What we're going to do is look at the white face. And if the white face is on the left or the right, we're going to perform a certain set of moves. If the white face is on the front or the back, so if it's in the facing to the back, then we'll do a different combination of moves to solve this case. So instead of oriented and not oriented, we still will care about that, but really when solving this case, we will look at where the white or your cross color is facing, and that's how we will determine how to solve this case. Let's get started. For when the white is facing towards you or away from you, what we're going to do is there's basically two things that you can do for this case. The first thing is if you place this behind your edge piece and then you lift this up by hiding this, move this to the back middle slot and then pair it up, then you made your pair and then you can insert it wherever, right? So the easy way to see and recognize this, and this is the one that I do the most, but I don't know if it's necessarily the best one, is you move this over, hide it, and then there's your pair, and then you would insert that wherever you like. The other way that you can do this case is if you put this corner piece into the slot by doing an RUR prime move, and then if you move the U face over one more, this is an easy pairing. So you would easy pair it, and then you can insert it. So the two ways to do that are if you or place it in the corner. And you can do both of these regriplessly. And for using your fingers on these, you would pull, push, push, pull, and so you use your middle finger on that one from the right. And the other way is you can, and then some people, they push back with their finger. I don't see that I've never been very comfortable with that, but some people, because your next move is going to be another U prime, so you would push U prime and then insert. So yeah, I think that's really the only two ways that, I'm sure there's more advanced ways to do it because your corner is, or your edge is in place. So I'm sure there's a way to do keyhole, but I never use keyholes. I don't like them. I never recognize them fast enough to use them. So I'm sure there is some keyhole way to do it, but yeah, I'm just not good enough to do it. So I think that's it for the if the white is facing towards you or away from you, and when it's away from you, it's the same thing. You just transpose it to the back. So you would move this behind your slot, hide it, move it over, pair it, and insert. Or you would place your corner in your slot with a move like that, push your top face, and now it's an easy pair, and then insert it like that. So that's how you would do when the white is facing towards you. When the white is facing to the right or the left, we have to see if this piece is oriented, because if it is oriented, then we don't want to change the orientation of this piece, and we can create an easy case and solve it with two gens of movement. So in this case, it's oriented. What we're going to do is we're going to move this over here. We're going to lift this slot up, move it out of the way, and then lower the slot, and that's your easy case. Then you can U2 insert. So again, that was move it out of the way, and then when you lift this slot up, move it out of the way and lower it, there's your easy case, and then you could insert it like that. So if you notice that your case is a non-oriented version of this, and it's the white face is on the left or the right, what we want to do is we want to change the orientation of this piece to make it easier to insert. Because right now it's not oriented, so we need a third generation of movement, so we can choose what third gen we use for this. So what we'll do is we'll place it just like this, and we'll perform a sledgehammer. And what that does, and that sets up this easy case, so it's easy to make this pair, and then you can insert it with two gens of movement. So for this case, if you move this piece away, raise it, move out of the way, and then lower it, you've created the easy case. But sometimes, if your slot's here, this is the non-oriented version, so you need a front move to do it. So if you don't like front moves, or if you can recognize that you see this case and you need to change the orientation of this piece, if you sledgehammer it from this position, it will allow you to insert it with 2 generations of movement after the sledgehammer, and it's fully regripless if it's in the front. If it's in the back, then you just got to do something else. But so again, one more time, in this case we don't have to change orientation, so we will just create the easy case and then insert. But if it's not oriented, what we'll do is we'll sledgehammer to orient this edge piece, and now you can tell this edge piece is an oriented edge piece. So we can pair the piece up, and really, if you have this case, what you can do is you can middle slice over and back middle slice, and it'll insert that for you. But if you don't want to do that, then you can lift it up, get out of the way, and then insert it like that. So you can choose the generation of movement, the third generation of movement in that case. If you notice that edge piece is non-oriented and you want to change it, then do the sledgehammer. If it's oriented, you don't want to change this, so don't do the sledgehammer, just move out of the way and then insert it. It's still a relatively fast way to do things. So I think that's it for this case. The next case we'll be covering is case number 35 and 36 from the Speed Solving Wiki. If you had any questions on case 33 and 34, leave it in the comment section below. And until the next video, happy cubing!